Cranwell 87, roger. Understand a slow level to start with?
Negative, it's direct transit, flight level 135 back to Cranwell.
Roger, Cranwell 87 then. Initially, after 1.5 miles, turn left heading 210 degrees, altitude 6,000, squawk 3733.
You see the same, probably 6 or 7 people in wings bar, day in, day out. Well, it sounds mind-boggling, really. I just couldn't do it.
Frankly, I don't see the interest in having, I just knock them off. I don't see the purpose in that. What is the purpose? You can really enjoy looking at the engineering that goes into aviation. You can enjoy the performance of an aircraft, the design of an aircraft, the interior of an aircraft. If you ever look inside a Gulfstream, it's a really good place to be. It's the Rolls-Royce of the air. But to sort of tick off numbers in a book, I fail to see what purpose that serves.
What we do is we write down the aircraft registration numbers. Each aircraft has what we call a registration. You can tell which country the aircraft comes from by the registration. For example, if it starts with the letter G, it comes from Great Britain. If it starts with the letter N, it comes from America. And we write these numbers down, and we collect them by underlining them in a book. There's lots of books which you can buy from shops which have all the registrations in. They tell you which aircraft company they belong to, the type of aircraft, and you can write down when you saw it. It's just making up a collection, basically, of aircraft that you've seen.
There's lots of different aspects to the hobby. We've actually, you've got photographers as well, people that will just take photographs of aeroplanes. People that just like looking at them. You'll see any observation gallery that there are in this country, and you'll always find people out there, just normal families out, and they'll go out for a day, for a few hours, visit an airport, go and look at aircraft.
Some people specialise in military aircraft, some in passenger aircraft, some in business aircraft. Me, I just collect everything, everything that flies. I'm interested in, really.
I'm sometimes intrigued by the kind of avionics something might have fitted, but sometimes it's very old aircraft that I like looking at. Sometimes it's going out and looking for wrecks, things that are hidden away in the corner of a hangar or tucked away in some trees at the edge of an airfield. That's like a little bit like archaeology in a way. You're hoping to find something really unusual that's been forgotten about.
You go to the place because, well, you've heard that there's a certain aircraft's coming in, or there's going to be a few. Like if there's a football match somewhere else and there's somebody coming, a load of planes coming in with supporters for that match, you go down to see it. We went to Manchester because the FC Copenhagen was coming in.
Normally we go to countries and airports who are quite friendly towards spotters. Certain places in Europe we wouldn't entertain going to. In eastern parts of Europe I wouldn't feel comfortable.
I've heard of various people having problems when you go to somewhere like Russia, and they're happy to show off their brand new products, You know, you're looking at the nice new shiny things, where sometimes all you're interested in is going to see, you know, the old wrecks that are rotting away in a corner of an airfield somewhere.
A lot of countries, they've never seen spotters before, and they think we're kind of spies or spying on their aircraft, although there are loads of books which have all the aircraft and all the information in about the aircraft in their country. Like Greece, I wouldn't be too keen on going to certain parts of Greece to spot. Spotters have had problems there in the past.
Some of the airports are a bit daft because, like, if we see something like a hole in the fence or that, we report it because we are interested in aircraft. We are not interested in doing any damage or anything.
We're just looking, making notes, updating our own logs of databases.
They're actually very knowledgeable people. They never get in the way. If you're a pilot, and they could often be a great deal of help. And I think there's also an added advantage of having people interested in aviation as spotters is simply because they're so clued up and so aware of what is happening that they are a kind of second security force.
I'll never get over the thrill of seeing something that is nice and rare. You could see, say, out in the desert in America, you might find something really old and, you know, that's been out there for years and tucked away in a corner. And it could be anything that would range from a light aircraft or an old Second World War vintage plane up to a relatively modern airliner, but that's been out of service for quite a few years.
You know, it's something that I'll do for probably as long as I'm around, really. I can't imagine not being interested in aircraft. It's like being a follower of Newcastle United or Manchester United. It's in your blood.